go now.
Them knees said, ooh.
It was a struggle for a minute, but guess what? We are here.
Struggle style, man. Okay. Walk with me.
Want to be heard in the black man's world, simple, they're complicated, just relax and observe. Break it down about families, constructed communities, the way of the sea, only illusions free. Your enemy is your memory, we actually do black man delivery. Your enemy is your memory, we actually do black man delivery.
Oh, man. We are here. This is the Black Male Podcast live episode. We had some technical issues starting things out, but we here. We got people tuned in on Facebook. We got people tuned in on Instagram. Make sure you go tell a friend that we are live right now. Make sure you tell your people we are live. And we're just gonna have some fun, man. Letting people know we are live. We got a lot going on. We got some dope topics, dope things to talk about tonight. This is our 100th episode. Doc. 100 those. What you think, brother? What you think about the 100th episode?
Hey,
our 100.
It's been a while, man. I mean, we tried twice a week at one time.
We definitely did that.
It was a little bit heavy, kind of grueling.
That shit was hard as hell to do.
It's a good milestone. A lot of people don't last 100 episodes.
Nah, a lot of people do not.
It's rough, man. It's fun, but it's rough.
Man, it actually was a lot, man. But tonight, man, what we're gonna do is we just gonna talk to the people. We're gonna have some dialogue. We might, if y'all want, we might let you just call on in. You can give us a call in as well, man. Like,
yeah, those something matters, man. We chop it up.
Those something matters, man.
Those something in the mix.
Facts. That is a fact. We're gonna do what we normally do and how we normally do it, and that's just do our black male talk stuff. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? So. Let's get right to it, man. I see there's people in the chat on YouTube. We getting the Facebook together. The Facebook is doing some new shit right now. They got like words popping up.
What's that? Closed caption?
Yeah, they got closed captioning.
Yeah, well, my words are always wrong when I was there.
Mine is definitely gonna be wrong.
Yeah.
But yo, let's get right to the show, man. But first, how are you doing? You good?
Wonderful. Been a phenomenal week, man.
Yeah. I got all this red on. This shit is clashing like a mug, bro. Red in a mug.
You need a fucking fire truck.
How you gonna do me like that, bro?
Fire truck Jones.
Hey, yo!
The disrespect. God damn.
It's all love.
Well, man, we're gonna jump right into this show, man. We're gonna jump right into some shenanigans. First topic of the night is I'm gonna play a video, and from this video we're gonna just from the video, we'll get our topics and our thoughts together just from that. All right. So we'll see, and you'll see. We'll discuss it.
To be a mom before I be a mom.
Really? That is very interesting.
I just rather cater to a child than
my husband?
a husband. And I mean, you're a wife. No, but when you're a wife, you're a mom. You still have to find time to be yourself, and I'd rather just find time to be a mom and just be myself as of right now.
Okay.
And
No, I get it.
it's just I'd rather be a mom right now. So.
That's a very interesting point of view.
Yeah. I'd rather be a mom before I be a mom.
Shorty says she'd rather be a mom than be a wife. I'm trying to figure out where this thought pattern has come from over the times, because I've been seeing a lot of that.
You know what it came from?
No, let's talk to me. Where did it come from?
All the music you listen to, all the TV shows you ingest. How many times do you see black families?
I mean,
You just don't see it. You know what I mean? So now it's like, I want a baby, I'm just gonna have one.
Right.
the man don't matter. You're just a chick. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the only time you're thinking about a father's input is when something goes wrong.
Right.
So then as a father, you become the guy that only comes around when you have to punish the child or you have to admonish the child.
Right.
Well, back in the days, you came to whoop the child's tail.
Right.
Representing this up. But they're not getting that, you know, they're not getting that guidance. They're not getting that teaching from the father because everyone thinks being a parent is easy because so many single mothers are like, I'm a single mother and I'm just fine. I was raised by a single mother and I'm just fine. It's selfish. You just want to have a child for your own, to fill your own gap, but you're not thinking about what's best for that
For the
child.
child.
I'm not saying a single mother can't do it. Of course it can be done.
Right.
But to go into the game on purpose,
Right.
to just have my child and then take me out of the picture, but yet still you want to take money from me.
Right.
For what? For one night?
One
And
night.
it was probably trash.
And that's the sad part about it, man. It's like, it's like and I won't even say it's just the music. I just think the overall conditioning of it,
It's the overall diet, period.
where men isn't looked at, you know what I'm saying, in the most favorable manner right now. We're not looked at as something that should be in a picture. You know what I mean? And I don't understand how, because it's a lot of men sticking around. It's not like some of our fathers in our era that just left and no longer want to be a part of their children's lives. It's a lot of people sticking and staying. So I don't understand why so many young women or women in general are like, hey, I'm cool on all that. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to ever
But
be together.
look what's promoted. There's nothing, what you're saying, I get it from both angles.
Okay.
It depends on a person's perception, because your perception is your reality, and it's based on the information that you process.
That's true.
Some people don't process anything but that.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? There's nothing really representing the solid foundation of a family much anymore.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
You know what I mean? It's there. It's just like music. Music that we consider quality music, you have to kind of search for a little bit more. That's not what the popular tone is.
Right.
And people do what seems popular. They do what they think is fun. I don't know why they think just being a single mother is fun. Because all the single mothers I know, they didn't have a fun time.
And they struggling.
They didn't have a fun time.
Right.
But it's promoted that it's fun during the pregnancy with the beautiful photo shoots.
Right.
Babies are so cute, but they're
Right.
not showing the nights you can't sleep.
Right.
They're not showing the frustration of the financial struggles because you realize it's more than what you thought it was going to be.
And you don't have no personal time. There's no personal time.
That's over.
Yeah, once you have a kid, there's no personal time at all.
No, but they make it because grandma ain't but 42.
Yeah, yeah,
Grandma
Yeah.
42.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but the older generations, when they had babies, they put everything towards the baby.
Mhm.
You know, I can remember growing up, you know, my parents weren't buying new clothes. They weren't going on extravagant date nights and all that stuff. Nowadays, we would say that relationship had no balance
Right.
because we do the date nights. And all
But you
that
do
kind of
need to
stuff.
have balance, though.
We think that way now,
Right,
based on the information from that template.
right.
Their template was worse than what they were.
Yeah, no, it was.
So the template adjusts as time goes on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I'm saying my parents didn't go out that much. I know their parents didn't go
No,
nowhere.
you're right. They posted up.
You know what I mean? Mama had one house coat.
Yeah.
And they say that's mama's favorite house coat. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That's her house coat. That's it.
Right.
And
That's
them same slippers that she might take off her feet and smack you in the head with when you tripping. But she was comfortable within that because
Right.
that was her environment.
Right.
Then you have the next generation that changes it up a little bit. So you know now you have these young ladies growing up, and they might have came up with a single mother.
Yeah, yeah. A great deal of them did that.
So they look at that dynamic as that's the dynamic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether we understand it or not, I don't think it's really the question or the conversation. It's just what can be done to change it somewhat.
I don't
Definitely not an overnight fit. I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't have it.
That's a generic comment. But it takes time. It's a culture. It's
Right.
a culture. That's a culture. It'll change with our communities. Men can do better too.
Right. No, and that's where I was
You know
going.
what I'm saying? This ain't a beat up on a single mother
No,
thing.
because I think we could do better with showing women that part is needed. Like us being together, us building a family, and us having a union is just as favorable. You know what the problem is? It's too much of this, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's too much of this what you bring to the table culture. It's too much of that. It's too much of men saying what women bring to the table and women saying I am the table, or women feeling like because I'm successful, no black man really wants me and shit like that. Like it's too much of that conversation that's not true.
That should never start.
Right. It should have never started.
There's no way a black man doesn't want you because you're successful.
No.
you are an idiot.
Right. But the
It's
sad part
your
is,
career, no problem.
but no, the sad part is, it's dudes out there saying that shit, though. Like, yo, God rest his soul, Kevin Samuel started that shit. Men don't care what the amount of money you make. We don't care about, yes, we don't care about the amount of money you make, but we still want you to be within yourself.
Look, but
We still want you to
But
be.
look, though, in his defense, and I know you know also, we
Right.
both listen further to some of his talks.
Right.
The problem is with clips, no different from this podcast.
No, that's true.
When you're a clip watcher,
Yeah.
he's an idiot.
He's a,
Because they take the piece.
right,
But when you watch the whole episode, when he goes in depth, agreeing with what you're saying.
right,
But they keep the part when he says, we don't care.
right,
Basically, this is just my interpretation. I
Right.
can't say what he feels from his spirit. But my interpretation at this point is saying, that's not our major attraction to you.
right. I agree.
We're not just coming at you because you got a good career.
Right.
But
Somebody,
you're making it be that.
right. Somebody said in the chat, which I agree, the kids were created together, so raise them together. And I totally agree.
I mean,
I agree.
we're not disagreeing, but women are having babies by random men.
Yeah, yeah.
Men are having babies with random women forever.
Right.
I'm not taking the sides on that.
All
But
right.
a lot of women that feel what she's feeling from that perception, they're just picking a guy.
Right.
And then you got some women that's just getting the club shot up on a regular.
Right.
They're just hoping the body fall.
And of course, my wife said she hopes she'd rather have a partner. I'd rather have a full-time partner to help with our kids.
Yeah, but how do you have that dynamic of a full-time partner in a family household when you've never seen it before?
That's true.
Some people have never seen
I've never seen it though.
But you
But I've made conscious effort to construct what I want to see. And
what
within my
what
own,
made you do that?
know what I wanted.
How do you know what you want though?
I don't know. It just was in the, I don't know.
You gotta hold yourself accountable somewhere.
I don't know. I don't know.
Somewhere in life you held
I
yourself
just figured
accountable.
that out. Yeah.
Whether you made a conscious effort or not, somewhere in your life you held yourself accountable and you said, I don't want to be that guy.
Right.
And you had a child before too, so
Right.
you know I don't want to do this.
Right. I agree with Quinn. Quinn Lewis, he said, we don't care about her money, but nobody wants it burdened. I agree.
That's nephew.
Yeah, your nephew's in the building.
What up, nephew?
I agree. We do not want a burden. You know what I'm saying? And we don't care about the funds. I think what it is this too. Men and women, especially in our community, black men, black women are elevating at an all-time rate, and women are really elevating at an all-time rate. Because it's finally giving them the opportunity to shine and the light is being placed on them.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, which I think is great.
That's lovely.
I think the problem is while that's being promoted, it's also being promoted, you don't need the black man. And then on the black man side, you don't need the black woman.
So
Y'all
but I don't want
don't
to be
be
in a relationship.
together. Don't be together.
But I don't want to be in a relationship with a woman that just needs me for her survival.
Right. No, I'm with you there.
that's crazy.
But no, if you look at other races really legitimately don't have this trouble, don't have this argument.
Yeah, because we got the
We make it too hard.
We got the wrong information.
We got a
A
lot.
lot of these people that are telling you don't need a man, this, that, or whatever, they go home to a man. These people that are making these records about single women and about women this, women that, they got men. Just like a lot of these dudes that's talking about selling dope, their kids going to private school.
Right.
They ain't been in the hood in 20 years.
That's true.
So it's like you're internalizing all this
I mean,
information.
even for me, I don't want nothing to do with the hood. I purposely make sure my kids live in the suburbs, and as soon as I can get us further out the regular suburbs and the Richie suburbs, that's going next.
My son been in private school his whole life, and I ain't rich. So I don't know.
No, with
You
you.
know what I mean? I don't know what you're talking about. And, I plan on moving Catholic, bro.
Get the fuck about
I'm
it.
gonna do a hood. First of all, I'm bigger than the average person. They shooting me.
Right.
I don't want them hot ones in my body. So I'm good. I don't want no problems. I don't want no smoke. I ain't here for that. But, we had the wrong information, man. I mean, when I saw that clip, that's how I saw it. Because I've seen young ladies, and even at work, young ladies, man, that they're very adamant about that. But the ones that do have a child, they're miserable because they depend on their grandparents of the child to help raise the children, to help do things, because they want to go hang out with their friends.
Right.
And then they get mad when the parents don't want to babysit, but the parents do not owe you a
You
babysitter.
see it. No, they don't.
So
I purposely make sure I feel like I don't want to be a burden on my mother, so I never have her just watch my boys, often. That's not like often. Like, we really gotta be like, yo, mom, can you just watch them for 24 hours so me and the wife can get a dinner? But now our son is getting older. It's going to be to a point where he's going to be able to just stay home and him and his brother stay to the crib. That's like right now, you know, we're going to take the boys to South Carolina to spend time with Erica's mom. But that's just because she wants to spend time. She wants them to come. We're not forcing that upon no one because I feel the same way.
But that's a better dynamic when you had a relationship like that. Because you can send the boys upstairs and have a date night right up in here.
We do that often.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
order out, cook something.
you know what I'm saying though? You having a child with this random dude.
Yeah, you can't really.
You mad because he don't want to watch the kids on the weekend because when you're the co-parent, you get the child on the weekends.
Facts.
So you're watching the child on the weekend while she go shake her ass.
Yeah, we've been getting some good joints, man. Was it May? What? I can't think of it. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. What they said was, we don't need white agenda. But as a black community, we need each other. We damn sure need each other, Mom. We damn sure need each other. That's a fact. And then your nephew says society has made it where a lot of times it takes two incomes to have the lifestyle you want and have enough time to have a actual relationship. Single usual income has money, but no time. That's a fact, bro. There's been times where I was the only income, and I'm gonna keep it a band. I ain't really had the time for my wife like I wanted to have.
You can't, because you're doing extra to try to get extra.
Right.
And who wants to be the sole provider of anything, mentally or anything?
Right.
Because even if you're the sole provider of finances, that other person has to, fill in the gap somewhere else.
Right.
But sometimes it's not like that.
No, it isn't.
You know what I mean? Everybody's household dynamic is different, and you gotta put all the pieces of the puzzle. And sometimes you're a different piece depending on the time. But to have a comfortable household, I mean, just going out there wanting to be a single parent, I will never understand it. I don't even put a lot of thought into it. You know what I'm saying? But I do know the ones that can set that example, those messages need to be brought down. You know what I'm saying? Just like my son is at an age, he doesn't have children, but we need to have those conversations. This is what I did wrong.
Right.
This is what I did hella wrong.
Right.
This is one part I did right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to have those conversations.
Yeah. Look, man, I have a 22-year-old daughter who's coming into this world and finding her own self. And, you know what I'm saying? I indirectly try to have those conversations with her without trying to feel like I'm imposing. You know what I'm saying? I indirectly make sure I throw tidbits and within every conversation she has with me. Now, if she's watching this live, she's gonna be like, you know what, it kind of does. Like, I try to throw it in there without being pushy or anything, but I feel like it's our duty as elder statesmen to pass down knowledge. And when she says some shit that I feel like is just totally off base, especially about relationship, I try to jump in there and give her some insight, because we had a dope discussion about men and women and how she feel like how men right now, black men, don't want nothing to do with black women, and I'm telling her that's not true. I told her that. I said I don't believe that's true, because it's more black men married to black women today. It's just the problem is what's being publicized. And even if you watch what's being publicized, you can, like, case in point, Cardi B. A lot of people, you may think her music is what it is. She's married to a black man, has 2 kids with this black man, and they own everything together.
They're a couple.
They are a true couple.
Yeah, right.
Meg Thee Stallion doesn't show her dude as much, and he's an artist as well. He's a black man.
None of our business.
It's none of our business. As much as you want to say about Jada Pinkett and Will Smith, they've been the black couple for forever and a day. So it's a lot of high-level celebrities. The problem is when you start looking at basketball, you don't see a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why, think about this. LeBron and his wife doesn't get publicized as much as they should as 2 black couples.
But I'm saying,
You know what I mean?
NBA is what, maybe 400 players in the NBA, maybe?
Right.
So if 20% of the NBA, as far as black guys, are married to white women,
Right.
that's not the dynamic.
That's not the dynamic. Yeah.
These are just millionaire people that ran across a person that they probably met in college.
Yeah.
But, and no defense to it though, I mean, people like attention, people like being catered to.
I agree.
A lot of these white women are breaking their neck to find a husband.
Yeah.
And black women are telling us to our face, we don't need you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a justification for either side or any thought pattern, but we can't act like it's not there. If you meet a white woman and she's attracted to you, she is coming for you.
Right. I know Rodney said
That forbidden fruit gonna chase your way.
Oh yeah. I know Rodney on Facebook said he has a 21-year-old daughter, and he's like totally brutally honest with her when it comes to just relationships and stuff like that.
I mean, you have to. You know what I mean? They need that information. If they don't get the information from you, they're
They're gonna get it somewhere else. Yep. So let's go to the next topic. We still gonna stay into this parenting thing. And hold up, let me grab my thing. Look. So in this topic is parenting reciprocal? And we're gonna discuss it after we listen to this video.
I said it a million times, man. I do not think parenting is a reciprocal relationship. I do not think that my kids gotta love me because I love them.
Right.
I do not think that my kids are gonna respect me all the time because
Right.
I take care of them. I do not think that my kids are gonna see me the same way that I see them. Because my kids don't have to take care of me.
That's a
I'm
fact.
not their responsibility. You ain't gotta buy me nothing. You ain't gotta do nothing for me. You don't have to reward me for loving you because you ain't asked to be.
That's real.
And so in that, man,
That is real.
I feel nothing but love for my child. As parents, we don't try to mess up. It's just not a handbook to me, right? It's a little playbook to make those decisions. Like, you just do the best that you can. And in the end, it's like on them to like internalize it. So
My biggest scare right now is my two young boys, and they're growing up in this this internet world.
Yes, right.
This I hate to say it, racist world that's always been there, but it's a little more out there now.
Semi.
Okay, all right. I mean,
Hey, yo!
I'm just saying, like, and I know, and they're black men. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I'm a masculine black man, and my job is to raise masculine men. In my book, that's my job, is to raise masculine men, but masculine men that's aware of themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's aware.
That's a problem.
I know that's a problem, but they gotta be, I want them to make sure that they're aware of themselves emotionally and mentally while they stand in their masculinity. But we live in a world right now where masculine men are considered cavemen and they shitted on left and right. And I feel the same way. My kids don't owe me nothing. All three of them. They don't owe me a goddamn thing. They don't have to give me anything. I just love seeing them grow and be within themselves.
Well, dialogue with parents and children is funny because, I've had issues with my father, and then as I became an adult and further into adulthood, now it's like the conversations we have now are just priceless. So there were periods of time where conversations were strained, and it goes on. I had issues with my own son where for a period of a year, maybe a little bit more, but it was kind of rough.
Right.
But now, every day, we talk, we text back and forth, whatever, because as parents, we're learning as we go along. You know what I'm saying? And we want to put our children in a position to succeed, and we don't always do the right thing. We don't always say the right thing.
No, we don't.
But we also understand, as them being children, they don't always do the right thing and say the right thing either, because they're processing the information they have. A lot of the information is information we give them. So a lot of times we're wasting time in our own feelings of raising children and missing out on educational opportunities that need to be given on a daily basis. But in turn, all the education we give them, all the nourishment we've given them in their mind, body, and soul, they owe us nothing in return. Like, it's not that we get a certain age, now they got to take care of us, which seems to go on in our communities all the time. Like, your child starts making money, has a nice little career, now you feel like the child owes you something.
Yeah.
In return. That's so far from the truth.
They don't owe you a goddamn thing, man.
Nah, they owe you nothing.
They owe you nothing, man. We're gonna get to the someone said in the chat, you can't have your child with blinders on to the reality of things out here. That is a fact, Gino. That's a big fact that you cannot have them with blinders on.
Gino.
Yeah, Gino Jenkins.
Oh, that's my dude. What up, Gino?
That's what's up,
Yeah,
man.
all right, let's go.
And then my wife said it's not always easy, but we should be able to work together, even if we are co-parenting. Honesty and respect should always be first. Nothing else matters. That's a fact. It should be, but we know it ain't. Especially with co-parenting.
I think it's somewhat better
Right.
And it could be maybe I've elevated and my circle's a little better.
Right.
But I think it's a little bit better because I think as men, I think we communicate a lot better. Because some of it is on us too.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't always go fire for fire. Because at the end of the day, the goal is to get the child to where it needs to be.
Right.
And I can say all day we need to be more selective of the women we have children with, but people change.
People change.
You know what I'm saying? Which is
We've had that argument a bunch of times.
No,
Let's what?
I never disagree with you. What I'm saying is,
Is that devil's advocate bullshit you was doing?
no, it's a fact. It's a two-sided coin.
Okay.
Two things can be correct.
All right.
Men go for the easy takedown.
Okay.
And when we were young,
Like you were prepared. You was prepared for that.
For what?
For me, rebuttal that shit you was
I'm prepared for life, beloved. Talk to him. No, man, I'm prepared for life. But that's real.
No, that is
We've all had sex with women on reckless intentions.
facts.
And a baby could come.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing about that. I've always used condoms. No, you didn't.
Nah.
We've all shot some shit up and it was like, oh.
Shoot the club up and look around.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, oh, somebody saw that one.
That was going. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yo, Quinn said this. He said, I got 3 daughters. That's a different way. I got to teach them how to pick a husband when these boys' fathers ain't cut like me. The sad part is, bro, and I feel you. Because I kind of feel the same way about my kid when it comes to, I don't want her to have a man like me. If she pick a dude, I want him to be better than me. I want him to be as far better than I was at that age as possible. Because at that age, I wasn't shit. Now, the LaShon people know today is more grounded, more stable mentally. And all I can do is provide her with things to look out for. But at the end of the day, whenever we push our kids, they're going to go the opposite direction. If we try to push them right, they're going to go left. Or they're going to hit the middle, or they're going to turn around and they're going to go backwards. So my goal is to give tidbits, to never push, and provide as much knowledge as possible. You know what I'm saying? Even with my youngest son, I'm starting to notice a trend. He has impulse issues. He just reacts. And those reactions can sometimes, when you get into a certain age, can be life or death. You know what I'm saying? Jail or outside. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to work with him now to nip those impulse issues in the bud now by us meditating. We meditate at night. We try to meditate literally in the car on the way to the school. We do the breathing exercises, take in the good positive air, breathe out the bad positive air. And then I try to give him words of encouragement once he get out the car, or even when his mom take him to school. Before he jump in the car, I stand at the door and I tell him, hey, think before you act. Breathe, calm down. Don't do certain things before you react. If you feel you're going to do something crazy, think about it first. You know what I mean? Got to give him this. I don't have to do the same thing to my oldest son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's part of parenting, though. It's just like being a coach. You know your team. You know your players.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Everybody's responsibility on the court is different. You know what I'm saying? So it's I don't have a daughter, but it's rough with a daughter because, you know, just that's like the common thing to say is you want them to have a man like built like you or whatever.
Right.
But the thing is, you wasn't born like that. You wasn't born like that.
Nah.
You developed to be whatever you are now.
Yeah.
So you can't judge a 20-year-old based on your 30 or 40 or my 51-year-old self.
Right.
I can't do that because I know what I was at 25.
Wasn't that bad.
It was there. You know what I'm saying? But it was under that shell.
I was married at 25, my first marriage.
I was married at 25.
That shit was a disaster.
What does that mean?
That shit was a
Oh, okay. I thought you had something.
Nah, I had nothing for you. It was a fucking disaster.
That meant nothing.
It was a fucking disaster, bro.
I mean,
Excuse my French.
you have a baby, you feel like it's the right thing to do.
Right.
Even if you love the woman that's there, you still just want to go hang out with your boys. You still just want to have your drink.
Right.
You want to smoke your smoke. You still want to go hoop 3-4 days out of the week.
That's a fact.
And then you come home like, fuck you mad for?
She
What's wrong with
hate
you?
that too. 'Cause I used to go hoop 3 or 4 days out the week, and she's like, "Yo, it can't be that much basketball in you."
Women mature relationship wise before we do. Not saying they're right, but women will get in a relationship 19, 20 years old and think you're supposed to just be at home together all the time. We're not doing that.
We're not doing that, man. I love my wife.
So do not have a baby with somebody.
lifestyle.
Do not have a baby with somebody in your 20s thinking you're gonna be like grandma now.
Right. I love my wife to life.
I like that. Say that.
You know what I mean?
Love
I
of the life. Bro. Love
I
of the life.
don't. I don't want to be around all the time, bro.
Yo,
24/7, 365, bro. I'm like, yo, go out the way. Get away.
You know,
I literally get in the car, just ride around for a little bit. She know, ain't she good? Oh my God, I wish she would call home, girl.
Yeah.
Go.
Ain't that a movie out
Please
there?
go have some mimosas.
Something. Invite them over here. I'm out.
I'll leave. Yo, I'll take the kids. We'll disappear.
What?
We will disappear,
What?
dog. Smoke signals.
I'm gonna leave cash on the table. Do something.
Bro, fam.
Something.
Something. I would.
I thought we were saving. Fuck it.
What y'all want to eat? I'll order it.
Yeah.
For y'all.
Whatever.
What wine y'all need?
Yeah, don't worry about nothing.
Boys, let's go.
I'll watch the clothes in the morning.
Yeah, hit the stairs. We out.
Yeah. I feel it.
I'm gonna get punched for that. You know that?
It's all good. It's all jokes.
Yo, that's what's up. Queen said be 33 Wednesday and married 10 years next month. That's dope, man. I just met my 10-year marriage. My 10-year anniversary was just this past 15th of March. So I definitely understand. My wife and I have been together a total of 14 years. But married 10 years, so I definitely understand, bro. I'm not 33 though, brother.
There needs to be
her and I was together at 33, but I'm not 33.
more conversations need to be had from successful relationships.
I agree.
But when I say successful, it doesn't mean it doesn't have adversity.
No, it's gonna happen.
It's going to be mistakes. But one thing I hate within our communities, whenever someone is doing well at something, we intensely and aggressively try to find something wrong.
No, we do.
Just like, I'm in the gym, I lost a lot of weight, and I put on weight with the muscle or whatever. People watch everything I eat at work.
Right. I bet.
They're just waiting to watch me eat the wrong thing. What's that you eating? I said, it's portobello mushrooms and Swiss.
So,
I thought you had steak and cheese. I said, I don't eat meat. You know I don't eat meat.
right.
It look like meat to me. I'm like, why the fuck is you looking at my food, man?
Right.
But even in a relationship, you know what I mean? If they see you talking to a female or a female smiles at you, people looking, waiting for you to slip. Some women will put themselves on you just to try to get you to slip.
Right.
Like what people don't understand, that wedding ring makes it harder for you.
Bro.
You ain't gotta be an attractive dude. They ugly niggas is getting into it.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? That wedding ring, for women, we see wedding rings, we might flirt, we ain't really tripping. But women see a wedding ring, oh man, they coming at you hard, bro.
Yo,
Just be ready.
Yo, Quinn said facts. They looking for the cracks.
Yeah.
They do, bro. They look for that chicken. When I used to work in the office,
Man,
I'd be like, yo, fam, leave me alone. That's why I used to make sure I bring my wife over there.
Yeah, man. I remember, even my father being in class, I remember people, go to his office, counsel, whatever, closed door. My mother just walk right past. Poof. She's like, we don't close doors in here.
Yo, and your mom is so little, bro, but I can so see her being real feisty about it.
First of all, my mom ain't never had a fight in her life. She would get her ass whooped.
You never know.
Nah, ain't nobody let nobody touch the first lady.
Nah,
You
but
got
you never know. She might put the paws on
Man, I
something.
seen my mother make a fist. She gonna break her phone and everything else attached to it. But she will talk that shit.
Hey,
About
about her man?
What?
Nah,
What?
she might go put some time in.
Man, church meeting, they say some stupid shit. She be raise hand, stand up quick. Everybody be looking. She be like, what?
I got a question.
Yeah, nah, man.
Let's address it.
But old school, they were about their family. Period.
Oh, sure.
The whole totality of family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my mother just turned 87. So I guess I just turned 87.
Oh man, that's
Both
great.
my parents are 87.
Let's-
66 years of marriage. Woo, it's crazy.
Ooh, 66.
But you think about the sacrifices you make to get to that point.
Right.
You
And
know,
there's some sacrifice.
first of all, to
you
live-
have some trials.
to live to 87 years old is one thing,
Right.
but to have a companion with you to go through that.
For damn the majority of that time.
A lot of us are
If
going
you
to
think
go
about it,
A lot of us are going
like
to
you said, 87 and married 66. That's damn near done. That's your whole life, son.
But imagine being that age and you're by yourself.
Yeah, I don't want to imagine. I don't want to imagine that.
That's where a lot of us are going.
Yeah.
Where a lot of us are going.
Well, let's get into the next topic, man. Let's see what your thoughts is. How do men submit to their women? How? How do you submit to your woman, man? If you got one.
I mean, it depends on how you want to use submit, 'cause we discussed that word submit before.
Yes, we have.
A lot of people look at submit as if it's a bad thing.
They do.
I mean, submitting to a woman could be simple as like when we got the show, we go to the beat battle. If the thing goes on at 3 o'clock in the morning, just making sure you're home at a decent time.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're submitting to what keeps her comfortable.
Right.
You're not losing anything.
No, you're not.
Sometimes you just do things to keep the peace. That's a form of submission.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? You know things that pleasure her. Well, that's a form of submission. It's not a bad thing. But in our community, we look at submission as a bad word. Like when you say to women something about submission to a man,
right.
men are very flat.
They are.
That doesn't mean I tell you what to do.
No, it
listen.
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
You know what I mean? Make it clear for people.
You gotta submit.
Make it clear for people.
That's how it's a balance.
You have to.
Yeah, or then it just don't work.
Exactly.
It just don't work.
Which one you want?
Yeah.
You want to work or not?
I agree.
You can't do everything you want to do.
I agree.
That's why every time I hear a dude tell me that his wife is a hater or she wants to run his life, I immediately know he's wrong.
Right.
Immediately.
No, I'm with you.
She wants to run your life. Nigga, you ain't went to work in 2 days. She wants to know why you ain't at work. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to suggest you go to school. She's trying to suggest you get these certifications.
Right.
She's trying to suggest you finish that project.
She's trying to suggest that you don't spend money that we don't have.
That's not trying to run your life.
That's not trying to run your life.
Because when your money's fucked up, hers is too.
That's a fact.
And she's trying to tell you, like, look, I'm going to ride this out with you,
Right.
but we got to do something better than this.
Keita, we know you submit to your food. That's fine. Food shenanigans.
Wow.
I say this, man. I even look at it with me and my wife, man. And that's the barometer. That's the only gauge I have when it comes to just submission. My wife changed a lot of her ways.
You have to.
Being within this relationship. And then I had to, in return, do the same. Because we can't come into this with a single person mind.
No,
you know what I'm saying? You got to come into this relationship. Right, you're not.
Yeah.
You got to come into this knowing that you're joining each other and that you're trying to build something together. Until being a singular mind, you both have the same thoughts, same mind, and you're moving this thing.
But you have to build towards that.
Yes,
but there's not even a representation of that dynamic.
No, it isn't. It used to be.
It's
On TV, the only show was the
now,
Cosby Show. They will not produce nothing like that again.
No, now every show, it has to have an alternative lifestyle attached to it.
Yeah.
It has to have the femininity attached to it. There's not a lot of
Even if you think about what's the Blackish.
I never watched it ever.
It was a great show. It was a great show.
It's not a reason why I haven't watched it. I'm just not a huge TV watcher. I think that's
right. It was a great show the first few seasons.
It just started to fade.
And then it started turning into something else.
What did you have?
Right. And it was starting to get a little whitewashed.
Well, look at what made the Cosby Show great to us growing up.
Right.
They won't allow that anymore.
Nah,
Like they actually resolve problems in the household. You know what I'm saying? The husband would actually submit to the wife at certain times. You know what I mean? They had a great relationship. Like I remember one time she was bringing him some food, and the daughter's husband was like, basically asking her, "I didn't know you served your husband." She snapped on him. That was like one of my favorite episodes.
I remember that.
Yeah, but how many young people growing up even see that dynamic of a healthy relationship where the people are actually in a situation? You don't see that. Yeah. And if you do have it, it's almost like finding good hip hop. It's such a small sample size. Yeah. So if you're only listening to the masses, if you're only listening to what everyone listens to, if you're only watching shows that other people are watching and engaging in the lifestyle that's so popular,
right,
you don't see that small sample size. And everything you do in life is based on the information that's input into your computer. If everything you input is trash,
right,
your decision making is going to be horrible.
The sad part is, man, when you look at, and I think we talked about this before, when you look at us on TV, our community on TV, it's always fighting and arguments. That's all you ever see. You see fighting and arguing.
We're attracted to that.
And you don't see the dynamic of positivity anymore. I like T.I. show. Remember T.I. with him and his wife?
Yeah, never watched it. I know you're
that shit was fun. It was great. It was great TV. It was great positive TV from T.I. Great positive TV. Now his outside of the home shit start getting in the way of the show.
That part really none of our business.
Right. It isn't none of our business, but it got to a point where they had to cancel the show because of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why.
You don't think maybe he gave too much?
I think they gave a lot, but
no. When you have a show, it's like
they did great within. They gave what they were supposed to give. I think outside
No, I'm saying within shows like that,
Uh-huh.
the people that put the money up and produce these shows, do you think they really support the family dynamic if that's what you're promoting? See what I'm saying? Because with these shows, a lot of times you can have meetings where they'll suggest certain things. Like on a, like on a reality show, if you're,
I've been at some of those meetings.
if in a reality show, let's say if you're a married couple and you're actually really a married couple,
Right.
they'll pull you to the side and be like, look, we're gonna take you off the show if you don't have a little bit of drama.
Right.
Like you're boring. Like you people love each other and bring the kids to school. Nobody wants to watch that.
Right.
They'll turn you into something. And a lot of these storylines just become fraudulent. They want to entertain it. You don't have to fall for it.
Right.
But some couples, they on these shows acting like they have drama. Then you see on Instagram, they got this up.
If it was Housewives, yes, Housewives or that.
I never watched that.
That's
So
on the
I'm
show.
asking.
Yeah, I think the T.I. show no.
Didn't okay.
No, they kept that shit. It was family. Everything was family oriented. You know what I'm saying? Everything. They kept it family. And anytime T.I. and Tiny had any marital issues, you saw them go in the room, door closed.
That's
And
right.
they kept it somewhere else.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Like literally, you never saw them beefing on TV. Even when T.I. didn't like her friend, that now Tiny don't even fuck with no more, and he was ultimately right.
I heard about that.
He was ultimately right. Even then, when she came around, he never argued with her on TV. He would exit. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I give him. He was a stand-up dude in that aspect, and his wife. They were stand-up people. So it's really about the kids and the growing and stuff like that.
The only issues anybody ever has with T.I. is him just dealing with his social issues.
Shut up.
Yeah, his social issues.
Like, shut the fuck up, my guy.
Like you don't have to prove no gangster shit. No, you really never have to prove it.
Right.
But when he gets into that realm, is the only time people have issues with it.
Right. Eric said, keep the peace and you will be in peace. You'll be good. I think what Quinn said on here, he said strong black families build strong black people. They don't want that. No, you know what I'm saying?
There's truth to that.
And then he said he never seen his folks argue.
I never seen my parents argue.
You shouldn't.
But we knew when that door was closed, it's just
None of your fucking business.
yeah, keep it going. Go downstairs or go wherever.
Yeah.
But that's a rare dynamic.
The boys saw me and Erica argue one time. And
I mean, there are periods of time where you can't help it.
my oldest son, they could have. My oldest son reaction made it where that never happened again.
Okay.
Never happened again. Never.
That's a big red flag for me.
Yeah.
You yelling at me in front of the kids, I can't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I didn't always make the right decisions when I was in my 20s, late 20s, man.
Right.
You know, when you have a young son and they see like the mother yelling at the father,
Right.
it's like you're at a dynamic where, okay, am I gonna attack based on my ego and defend myself and scare the fuck out of this little boy?
Mm-hmm.
Or am I gonna let this woman just keep ranting and raving?
Right.
I always chose to let her keep ranting and raving.
Understand?
That ain't make me look like
I'm petty, bro. I know that. No, I'm not gonna keep ranting, right? But I know at the time that one incident, I did something on purpose to trigger her. And when she got triggered, I didn't expect her to go that route. She threw something at me. She threw a whole broom at my ass. I deserved it.
How the fuck you throw a broom?
I don't know neither, bro. But that shit was coming 100 miles sideways. It was going a long way, son.
Yo, you trash that.
And Sean come running out the room. He didn't yell at his mom. He yelled at me, Dad, stop it. And I was like, boy, go in your room. And I was like,
all right,
we could.
I'm gonna throw something funny as you saying you throw a broom.
Uh-huh.
This woman tried to throw a rock at me, right? A big giant rock. You know how you got the rock? She tried to pick that rock up and throw it. Bro, that shit went 2 inches.
It didn't go nowhere.
My son flinched, right? And I wanted to tell him, oh nigga, that shit ain't coming this far. I'm laughing now to be a man cool, right? Just with cool face. But you thought you was gonna throw that at me? What is wrong with you, man? I'm not arguing with you. I'm leaving. I'm gonna get the keys, guy.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go for a walk.
I'm gonna get the keys. I might play some MOP.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And yell a little bit in the car.
Right.
Then I'll play some Donnie Hathaway at the end. Might cry a little bit. And then I come back, you know what I mean?
See you in a better space.
Yeah, I've learned not to let things that upset me or anger me put me put me there. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's kind of my motivation in the gym. Like when people say to me, like, I don't like working out. See, you like working out. And I'm like, see, you just made an assumption
Right.
as to why I go.
Right.
If I can still hoop, I would go hoop. Because hooping used to
That's why I go, bro. I be looking.
That's why I don't
I
go.
go. I
Man.
be looking stiff. I be looking a little stiff.
I'm good.
I did a move the other day. And no, I did. I did a move. And I
did
was
something.
I was
That was
that move. No, I did a move. I laid it out. I did the move, sir. Yo.
Where's the cap button? That was not a move. Yes, not the cap. He said he did a move. What?
I did, bro. I was crossing. I was doing it between my legs. Let me rephrase that. I was taking it between my legs.
And you was in the same spot.
I was.
Exactly.
I was swaying back and forth. So dude fell. I went to the right,
Yeah.
hit him to the left, gave him a left, and went to the bucket. When I went up to do the lay, that shit looked wicked. That shit looked wicked. You know how you come out of your body, you look and you like,
Nah.
hey, yo. That shit was wicked.
Basketball's over for me.
That shit was wicked. But hey, I can shoot. That's about it, bro. Yo, next. Quick question. Maybe you can answer. And people in the chat, maybe you can answer. Matter of fact, this is going to be one of those questions I want to hear from women and men. I want to hear from women first because I want an explanation. If your man watch porn, is that cheating?
That's the dumbest shit ever. I don't even know why that topic comes up so much.
It comes up a lot, bro.
Like, why are you worried about that? It might give you a break.
Right. Is it cheating? Ladies, is it cheating if your man watches porn? I need to hear this. Of course, I knew my wife was going to say no. She is a fucking perv. My wife is a perv in all relationships. Though.
What makes you a pervert, though?
You know how you come by
I get
and fondle your significant other all the time?
But that's why
Grab your goods.
That's why you have a significant other. That's part of it. We love
still
each
a
other.
perv. I still love it.
That makes you a perv.
You're a perv. We know you a perv.
Who?
I know you a perv.
No.
You're not a perv.
It's no way.
Y'all like that? Give you a round of applause for that bullshit. Give you a round of applause for that bullshit.
No, I'm informed.
You referring to form perv?
I'm
Let's see.
Bro.
Keita said, no, how is that cheating? Watching TV. That's just like, you just watching TV, how is that cheating? And I'm with you.
Some people are so insecure.
There's some women that don't like that from men.
Some people are so insecure, man. I mean,
She said she's gonna look too. Darissa said, no, not cheating.
I mean, as long as it's not taking over the daily movements. Like
Your nephew said intentions are everything.
What you mean intentions are everything?
Yeah, what do you mean, bro?
I intend to see some naked people.
Right,
That's why I watch it.
right.
And I'm gonna go upstairs and handle my business. My friends watching. Or I might not. I might fall asleep watching.
Right.
I don't think we have bad intentions watching.
Not when I watch it, but if she do, hell yeah, it's cheating. You wild for this.
Yo, I just know this. I never met Gino in person, man. We've been going back and forth on Facebook for about 10 years. I feel like I know dude. And feeling like I know him, that's some shit Gino would say. That's some Gino shit right there.
Yo, Quinn, let us know what you mean, man. I'm about to have your uncle call you in a minute, bro.
Yeah,
You might
Quinn.
explain that.
Quinn Wildin', man. Ain't no intention.
Then he gonna say, but I say no.
I know you do. Stop playing. We don't do that here.
I knew Eric was with that boy. Eric said cheating is in the eye of the beholder. It really is. It really is.
And behold yourself away from the house. Man, you ain't robbing. I mean, I think about it is, and people don't have this conversation, but all men watch some form of porn.
Right.
I remember back in the days, men would get the swimsuit issue, the Sports Illustrated. That's a form of soft porn. You're not looking at the swimsuit issue saying, oh man, that's a nice bathing suit she got.
Nah, no way in hell.
You know what I'm saying? And so if you watch a movie and they have a sex scene or somebody's wearing a sexy dress, you're looking at it with those eyes.
Facts.
That's not cheating.
Nope, it's
That's
not.
why I hate that sign. That's not sign. But I hate that saying. My eyes are only for you.
Now you're gonna look at some ass a little bit, man. You see a fat
Bro,
ass.
listen,
Even if when your lady around, you're not gonna look. You're not gonna look, but you gonna do this right. You gonna do that little eye.
son, listen, if your lady doesn't even like women,
Right.
certain women deserve to be
Certainly
looked
look
at.
at.
Son, I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym. I intentionally sometimes don't even look up. Sometimes it's just too much.
Okay, here go what Quinn said. He said if you rather hit the hug than hit the sheets, you got a problem. Of course. If you rather look at porn and then go get sex from your partner or whoever, yes, that's a problem. Porn shouldn't make you neglect. Now, when I was younger, porn helped me not make some decisions. You know what I mean? You watch a quick porn, you pull one out, and you realize I ain't gotta go fuck with her. Because I don't need to go fuck with her.
Hey, well,
You know what I mean?
if the hub is the only place you watch porn at, she shouldn't be mad at you.
Facts. You know?
Your catalog is limited.
You gotta go to my X videos. I got a couple other spots you can go try.
Spec bang.
I got a catalog.
Not that I know what's on there. I heard about it. I heard about it.
Got some joints on there.
I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out one day.
Or you might need to expand your category palette.
Yo, most people watch porn with the kind of women they would not be with in real life.
Or they watch porn and watch certain things that they know that their significant other wouldn't do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's why I don't see how that's shit. Like,
You're right.
if you're married to a slim woman, you might look at women other thing. If you're married with thick women, you might look at athletic women. I mean,
Yo, that's a fact.
it's fantasy.
It is.
It's fantasy.
It really is. I don't watch some shenanigans on the porn. Man.
I'll go 6-7 months don't watch nothing.
Yeah.
Then I fuck up and watch it.
Watch it.
Oh man, I'm on like a 90-day binge. Every day I'm like, I'm gonna cut this shit out. I mean, I got like an hour I can take a nap before work. I'm sitting there like, man, shit. I'm going to She's Freaky.com.
Yo, so Darissa said in the chat, she said, but some people who have older kids be saying the younger porn be looking and feeling like a pedophile. I just heard that last week. I don't think about that shit.
Everybody's grown.
I ain't watching no kids, no way. You know what I mean?
But what is sad with porn, I will say this, and you and I talked about this on the phone like real quick, because just like so many women get caught now dealing with these young boys.
Yep.
But within porn, like that's like one of the highest selling scenarios that's recreated. The
Yes.
teacher messing with the student.
That's a fact.
Like you and I can watch and laugh at it. Like,
Yeah.
Everybody can do this.
No.
They go out here trying to do this shit.
Yeah. I agree.
And now the women are getting caught, but the women ain't going to jail like we would.
No. Women, they get on probation.
But they're getting babies by 13-year-old boys that are on child support.
Yep.
How's he on child support?
I don't understand that shit.
He works at Bojangles.
He don't even work.
I'm
He's
just
13. He at the house.
Gotta get a paper right now, bro.
You got responsibilities.
You pay $20 a week, little man.
You got responsibilities, young man. You went out there and did what you did. You got responsibilities.
You 13, she 36. That's crazy. So when your child is 16, you'll be 29 and she's 55.
Look, responsibilities.
And you know some of those school teachers age like sour milk.
I say worse than that. And they damn sure ain't aging like wine. They damn sure ain't.
We do.
Oh, yeah. All right, next one. Question. Is sex important? Sex is important, so let's tell, here you go. Sex is important, so let's tell women what we as men like. Because a lot of times women steady telling us what they like as women.
Well, man,
But we don't never tell them what we like.
I mean, everybody's different.
So this is our opportunity to let them know.
Well, I'll say myself.
All right.
You know what I
Because
mean?
you a nasty nigga, so
What are you basing this information on? I'm so confused.
based off of our discussions.
Ooh. I may have said something. Talk to him. Nah, for me, I get pleasure out of pleasure in my woman, but I like feeling like a woman desires to pleasure me as well.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I like a woman to touch me. I like being touched. You know, I like dialogue. I like passion. You know what I mean? If that's my lady, I like the foreplay. I like the build up. I don't like just the bang, bang, bang. That does nothing for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like the kisses. I like the caresses. I like the totality of the body being pleasure with each other. I love the whole experience of it. I like the aftermath where we can sit there and maybe have a conversation and then go hit it again.
Right. I'm there too.
You know what I mean? I'm with the halftime.
Yeah, me too.
Little halftime shows, the conversation.
Sometimes be the halftime.
Sometimes your performance is better in the third quarter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get down to clutch situations, I perform. Clutch situations, I'm gonna get the buck. We're gonna win this game.
Yo. Let me get this real quick off. Don't look me in your eye when you say that you get busy in the third quarter.
Pause.
Don't ever do that again.
Pause. You just say that? Yo,
Listen, look me dead in my eyes. Don't you ever do that again.
that was wild. For you to even say that shit, that was for you just to say that shit, that was wicked.
Wicked
You even had
vocabulary.
that thought, man. Yo, America, what is wrong with this guy?
That's wicked thoughts.
Hit the pause button.
Eric ass gotta put on the show. Shut up. Leave me alone. I'm tired, goddammit.
Nah, you gonna be in trouble tonight. You talking shit.
Now we gotta get up early to take the kids to South Carolina.
Oh,
It's so good. So
Don't matter.
it really don't, son.
All those you talking about.
There's been times that woman that I'll come home late now. The one time I go out, here she go, rubbing her damn feet and want to touch. Hey, ma'am, I thought you were sleeping.
No, but it is dope when a woman initiates contact.
It really does.
It's dope.
It does.
A lot of times when we act like we don't want it, sometimes we don't. A lot of times we fake it.
Yeah, we're faking.
I be faking like shit. Stop. You be like, stop. Ooh.
I shouldn't even be saying that right now because she like, oh, you faking? Okay.
He gonna talk all that shit and he looking at me while he say that stupid shit. This nigga's wild. Yo, he be lifting his legs up while his boxes get pulled down. Oh, shit.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that? What is going on? We are going off the rails right now.
He be doing the scoot up move.
I've scooted.
Yo, this dude like 7 feet tall scooting up. Oh my god. Hey, yo. Yo.
Look, man, here at the Black Male Podcast,
This is the Black Male Podcast where we make the uncomfortable conversations comfortable.
this is a very uncomfortable conversation.
No.
Yo, Quinn said, I like her to initiate sometimes. I agree, bro. We all do.
What's that?
We like to be touched, man. Shit, we just like to be touched. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't like anything robotic. I don't like feeling like you just give it.
Right. Exactly.
It just kills the whole.
It's nothing like when a woman really wants to do the same
Yeah,
thing.
just be into you, man. You know,
Like,
the
really
intimacy and the build-up,
Right.
Going out to dinner and you're getting the interaction, eye-to-eye conversations, the handhold, maybe you got the booth and you both sit on the same side,
Right.
all that kind of
All that
stuff.
stuff
The
is
build-up.
Yeah.
Like, since we're talking about that, this is what I hate, man. I hate going out. Each person is on their phone, close to each other. They talking, but each one is on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know it's probably getting older, man. When I go places and I see the intimacy in couples, man, I kind of like that shit.
Yeah.
See people holding hands and laughing with each other.
Oh, yeah.
See people sitting down talking and like, because you know what's funny? When you with your lady and y'all got a nice little intimate thing going on, white people look at you different.
They do, really do.
You know what I'm saying? Just like even if you're a person, especially like you mad tall and I just give it up and accept the fact that I'm just big, right? So if I smile, white people look at me different now.
Oh, me too.
You know what I'm saying? How you doing?
Dog, Eric went out to eat at this spot up here in Garner. And first time I've been in there eating, we in there eating, and they play a game that you gotta use your phone. And they playing a game like a dinner game. We had a white couple over next to us, and then they had their friends show up. Bro, we talked to them the whole time. They were talking back and forth with us, laughing and joking because we were so inviting. We were eating, we were all talking and laughing. We were all playing the game together. People across the bar, oh, you got that one? Like everybody is, and I'm sitting there like, and Eric and I literally, the only brown face in this place.
But with that too, I'll
But it was
just
so
add to you. This is why I say people need to travel, whether it's by yourself with a couple or whatever. Traveling doesn't even have to be like out the country, just other environments. So you see how other people live.
Right.
Because I'll never forget just being in Cancun, with my son, my whole family, because my brother renewed his vows when he got married. Yo, bro, it was no color boundaries there ever. Nowhere.
Nah.
I met people from Australia, Argentina. I mean, it was just love everywhere. And everybody was having conversations. Mind you, it was all inclusive, but we're buying drinks for each other. It's all inclusive.
Right. It was just really.
It was dynamic. I got the next round.
Everybody laughing.
It was fun.
Drop tips.
And I stayed in contact with one of the guys that was from the Bronx, so happened that was there. And I fucked up the guy's girl drunk. She threw up and shit. It was my fault. I fucked up and shit.
Yeah.
We competitive with liquor back then.
Yeah.
Oh, God, man. Yeah, man. But just getting out and seeing how other people interact, man, it's power in that.
No, it is.
Because a lot of us get caught up in our own environments, and some of our environments just weren't good.
Nah, it wasn't. I agree totally. My brother. All right, let's see, man. Shit, we winding down to the end. Yo, I first want to say this, and Trey probably missing it. Go get you some raised energy. All right? Raised energy. Go get you some raised energy. And the reason why, you get 15% off if you use the promo code GWUN Network. GWUN Network. Just go to reapsports.com, pick you up a case of raised energy. It is sugar-free. And
zero sugar.
Zero sugar, yep. And 0 calories. It tastes very good. I can't front. I got a case. I drink them. Very delicious. I'm going to send him home one so he can try it.
I was getting ready to say. Fat.
I'm bad, bro. I'm going to get you.
And allegedly it has no crash. That's the big thing.
It definitely has no crash.
It has no crash. Some of them, man, them things that you crash.
Bro, fall into the floor. Nah, this has no crash. And it tastes great. Bunch of different flavors. So go to reppsports.com. Pick you up a case of raised energy drinks or any other products that they have, but then use promo code GWUN Network for 15% off. All right, man. This this might be the last question of the day, man. We had an hour. This is the last question of the night, but it's really not a question. It's just some dumb shit that I heard, and we're gonna play it. We're gonna play this stupid shit. Let's see. Yeah, what's that? What's going on? Here we go.
Just had this thing in high school where I would teach guys how to make out in the bathroom. So there'd be a line of guys waiting to make out with me. So I always had like that energy of trains, like in trains are my passion. I think it's a really empowering thing to do as a woman because they're all here for me. It's everything I say goes. Like no one goes over the line. It's only exactly what I want to do. I think this is all women should do it. And I actually had.
I just had to add that one, bro. So, ladies, are y'all empowered by getting the train ran on?
Like how?
No, let's not be judgmental. We don't want to kink
I'm
shame.
not being
We don't never
judgmental.
want to kink
I'm not being
shame.
judgmental.
That's someone kink.
I said how.
I'm asking. Let's see. Keita said, "Girl, what?"
If you like getting your face plastered and painted by random men, who am I to question your intention?
Would you wife?
Why would I wife the rotisserie? The rotisserie is for public consumption. Cheese for the streets. For the streets. Sensational. Bro, I'm not even being a part of that, bro. There's no reason for another penis to be in the room in my presence.
I'm not here for that.
I'm not for that.
Not here.
Well, I'm glad you didn't play that clip of that dude talking about he likes DPs. And he's okay when another body part touches him because.
No, why not?
Nah. He is wild.
Why not?
Shut, he's wild. Shut, he is
God.
wild. Yo, my pause button broke watching that, man. What? It don't matter if that body part touches me. It's not like I'm in love with him. I was like, what? Yo, shit, you wild.
That's what he said.
Yo, what?
Let's play that for everybody, man. Why not? Why don't we play that for everybody? Shit, let everybody hear this shit.
Yo, son was wild. Get a toy, man. That's what you gotta do.
I would love to do that. I don't know if I would love to do that with my lady because of the psychological gratification.
That's
But
it.
I would love to do that with somebody else.
I don't know if I could lose myself ever in the moment of it's that much where I have my
I'm gonna say giving high fives.
Touch his kneecaps, legs. That
No.
don't bother me. Because that don't mean I love this.
Ball slapping, sorry. You. Nah.
I'm like trying to please this girl and your finger, all right, you hold this over here. Like, if you're both trying to hold ass and the fingers touch, it's like, oh, we love each other now? No. We're both trying to hold her ass open so that we can both fuck something. You're not gay unless you want to feel his dick.
Hey, yo!
Yo, so wild, man. So wild. I don't even know why they brought that topic up, man. They violated, man.
Hey,
They violated, man.
Hey, yo!
If his body parts touch me, it's not like I
Yo,
love him.
Quinn said this is sus as F. It's sus, bro.
Sus SF. What? Nah, bro. Sorry. There ain't no reason for that, man.
There's no reason for that, my brother.
Nah, he wild. He wild. No, I'm not knocking nobody if that's what you're into. I mean, a lot of porn is directed into that.
Keita said, what did he say, Keita? He said he liked DPs. He wants to try it with a woman. He want to be able to do a double penetration with a young woman.
Get a toy and simulate the experience.
There we go. That's the easiest way.
Bro, what are we doing? I'm saying,
the
get so-
infatuation to have two men together to do that. To me, that is wild. That's some wicked thoughts.
Why would a man fantasize about that? You want to watch me bang? Sure, that's weird, yo.
That's some wicked.
Sir, listen, ball smack, somebody gotta die. There's no way I can ever see your face again. Ever.
Because think about it, bro. Like literally think about it. It's a sandwich. It's a fucking Reuben. It's a Reuben sandwich.
I hear you. If I'm getting topped off,
y'all gonna touch.
if I'm getting topped off and your eyes even look at my eyes, I have a problem. Why are you looking at me right now? Nah, man.
So we got the first chick.
And why you behind me? Sir, this is nothing about
No,
that.
so I'm saying, think about it.
I don't want
You got dude at the bottom, shorty at the middle, dude at top. He between your legs, huh?
to. Nah, this is.
I think that's a DP, a double penetration.
Nah, she on top, and then you on top of my head getting some top. I can't even look
That's
up.
not double penetration. Yeah. Oh no, we're not doing that. Whoa. Hey, yo.
He said he want the environment. That's part of the
That
environment.
is a part of the environment.
I don't want you looking up in my
I don't
gooch.
even watch porn that does that shit. That's some shenanigans. You
So
literally
you
gonna stay
fast
over top of me?
Trying to fast forward that part?
I click off, I go to another one.
Or you one of those clip watchers?
Yeah, I go. If the first part of it don't entice me, I'm about to hit.
I'm walking around the house with this plane anyway. I mean, hopefully it's a better scene than I get, man. Like that guy's bugged out, man. Me and him wouldn't be friends anymore. It's just, I need a break from you, bro. I just don't feel right around you.
Yo, Quinn said there gotta be a stall in between me and the next guy in the bathroom.
I will never
ain't happening.
I will never be
This
the next
is
guy.
a one-man sport, bro.
I will never be the next guy.
Yeah, I'm with him on that. This is a one-man sport, yo. Erica said, not the Reuben. That shit is a Reuben. That shit is a turkey sandwich, man. That, you know, the rotisserie, that's the chicken off the rotisserie. Hey, that's what that shit is. That shit is the chicken off the rotisserie. Wow. Now you got the fucking turkey sandwich.
Some of y'all be wifing up the rotisserie, man.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a choice and an option.
It's a lot of that don't know, because you know a lot of these people go into different areas.
We do not approve that activity on.
But a lot of them go to different areas, and now they got a new identity. So you don't know. You don't know if you're
I'm
was a
not
part of the
talking
rotisserie.
about that. I'm talking.
Oh, you talking? You was a part of the rotisserie, and then you left out which show?
Dudes be a part of the rotisserie. They be hitting the chick in the DMs and wifing them.
I know about three.
You
I
know it.
about two dudes, 2, 3 dudes.
I bet you do.
Yeah, and we both know one.
I don't want to. I decline.
You decline?
I decline.
All right. Well, This is it, man. You got anything you want to tell people? Yo, in the pod with something, bro, like you normally do. In the pod with something. Give us something.
All right, this is the 100th episode, so I was going to speak to the people about keeping in motion. When you put a plan in motion, maybe write it down, execute that plan, internalize that plan, and stick with that plan. Because when you fall off of that plan, you miss out on your blessing. That door that was open, somebody else walked through that. The blessing that came to you in the universe, you missed that. Now you got to try to wait and go all the way around full circle and start over again because you gave up on something. This is episode 100. Within this path, we've seen at least 20, 30 podcasts quit.
That's a fact.
It doesn't go the way you want it to go when you put your plan in process, but when you have a plan, execute your plan. That plan is independent of itself to you, yourself. So whether you run, whether you jog, whether you walk, just stay in motion. On behalf of the Black Male Podcast, yeah, I like that. But now, on another note, appreciate everybody that's been here. The chat is powerful. We love the chat. We love to chat with people. You could have been anywhere this evening, but you chose to be here with us, and we love it. And all the names that we recognize, we appreciate you. Ones we don't recognize, we got to figure out who you are because we like to interact with our people and keep it going. Man. We're going to keep this going for a while.
Yeah, Kareem say he enjoy the podcast.
Kareem Terry.
Yep.
That's my brother. That's what's up.
Yeah.
We'd
like to thank you all, man. Keep tuning into the Black Male Podcast. We are every single Friday on all the platforms that you like to listen to. And we also add a video here on YouTube. So thank you all. We're going to keep grinding 100 more episodes. We got dope interviews coming. We have a lot of stuff coming. Thank you. Once again, TS is who I am.
Tre-Dot is who I am.
And it's the Black Male Podcast. Peace.
Black Man Podcast. For women.